Welcome back. We're doing adventure missions once again, and we've got one here called Fired. There's a message from Secretary Zigui at the Palace of Astrum, who's heard that the speed tester Tantan is planning a trial program called Zhensho Speed Tester. Counting vehicles is supposed to be easy. If you have the time, go find the speed tester Tantan for a chat. And here he is. Accidents only take 1 second to happen, but the pain can last 1,000 years. Cherish life and obey the law. Oh, it's you again. What can I do for you today? And make it snappy, please. I'm kind of busy today. The Palace of Astrum sent me? You're the person sent by the Palace of Astrum to experience being a Starskiff speed tester, aren't you? Hold this. We're starting soon. Don't I need any training? Stand on the bridge and hold on to the counter. Then look down and count how many star skiffs go past in a set time period. Once you're done, just tell me the count. That's so easy. Are you saying that counting skiffs on the bridge is not challenging enough? Now, do you know the kind of work I've been doing all this time? So, this position of Starskiff Speeder Tester is known by everyone in the Palace of Astrum as the bottom of the occupational pecking order. Anyone who got sent here for one-day experience would think this kind of job is an insult to their intelligence and skills. Probably important, though. Why do we need someone to supervise when we could just deploy an ingenium to measure the speed and issue a ticket? Most people are just judging the job based on first impressions. Statistics can of course be done by a machine, but when there is trouble, it is still necessary to rely on humans like us. How about this? To give you an idea about how troublesome this job is, let's have a small quiz. Starskiffs of different colors and models will pass through the lanes in Starskiff Haven. You will need to remember the models and colors of all Starskiffs that pass by within the specified time period, and I will ask you a few questions at the end. For example, I might ask how many blue passenger Starskiffs went past. That should add some challenge to the experience. What do you think? We can start once you're ready. Let's start. So, what's the difference in the colors? Oh, the top. Okay, so blue, green, white, orange, white, blue, white. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge. Blue. According to your observation and counting only those that passed by under the bridge, how many white passenger Starskiffs went past? 3? That's right. The answer is 3. Yay! Nailed it. Oh, a dust of... what? We got some credits, 10,000, not bad. Accidents only take 1 second to happen, but yeah, we know. Would you like to test again? I think we can try again. The more we try, the better we can see how effective this is. No problem, let's do it again. Are you ready? We'll start whenever you are. Start. Okay, we'll go. Green, blue. Green. It's 2 green. 2 green. 2 blue. 1 orange. It's a traffic incident caused by a speeding Starskiff. Let's go see if anyone's hurt. Oh, we weren't counting? That's me counting. I like the speed I had, just... It was nice, it was nice. Luckily, we got here in time. I contacted the Alki Commission's apothecary, and an emergency dispatch will be here soon. Is there anything I can do? I need you to look for the injured passengers, contact their families, and help the healers from the Alchemy Commission with the Medivac. And now I've got a perp to chase. You might be able to use this deting, so hold on to this for now. No problem, leave it to me. I'll leave it to you here. Where is he then? Where's my deting? Ouch. Oh my, oh dear. Young lass, I'm doing fine. Do you need help? I'm really fine. Dang it. I must have strained my back or something. Do you have any family you can contact? Family? I don't have any family. Oh, young lass, could you help me look for my notes? That's worth more than my life. We can look for them in a bit. No, I'm gonna lose my job if I lose these notes. Come on, young lass, help me out. My notes are really important. I'll handle it. I'll look nearby. Oh, please help old May here. I can't remember things anymore. My notes are all I have. Alright, Deting's here now. Okay, we got some notes. Detailed notes about the business hours of grocery stores, the prices of different grocery items, dietary restrictions, and more are densely packed in the scattered pages. Contact number is listed in the notes. Try contacting the number. Do you happen to know May? Are you her relative? Ah, you got the wrong person. I'm not related to May. But I do know her. Did something happen? I didn't see her today. I even went so far as to save a good piece of meat for her. There's been an accident. Really? Oh no. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Okay, so anything else around? Ahaha! Another contact number. Detailed notes about business hours of Cloud Breath sleeves. Mix and match of different clothing styles. And more are densely packed in the scattered pages. A contact number. Do you happen to know May? Are you her relative? Greetings, welcome to Cloud Breath Sleeves. Have you seen an item of interest? I can give you more details about it. I'm your online e-customer service representative, Intella. Do you wish to transfer to a live customer support representative? Yes. I don't think this is related, though. I'm afraid you might have the wrong person. You didn't even know what I asked.
Tuskpear wrap, song lotus cake, guaranteed delicious.
Guaranteed? Detailed notes containing an address, Skyward Pavilion's neighborhood affiliation, working hours, and more are densely packed in the scattered pages. It seems that only half a contact number is written in the notes. Oh, that's not going to be helpful, is it? So I can only see the 3 circles. Oh no, there's one over there, one over there. Detailed notes about housekeeping fill the scattered pages in tiny font. It even has specifications about how much water to use for each type of flour. Seems that only half a contact number is written in the notes. That's a full number. Combining the 2 pages, you obtain a contact number. Do you happen to know May? Are you her relative? I'm her employer. Did something happen to May? A little accident. May got into a little Starskiff traffic accident and is currently receiving treatment. But she seems to be fine now. The Alchemy Commission's team of healers was able to get on site very quickly. A traffic accident? Okay, where is she now? I'll be right over. However, the setup butterfly Emersia is a bit busy right now. I might not make it in time, but I'll try to get there right away. Sorry to have troubled you so far. May I have your name, please? Twitika. Alright, I'll be right there. Some time has passed, and the Alchemy Commission's healers had taken May away. You should return May's notes to her when there's a chance. Oh, that disappeared completely. Okay, so we're heading over there now. Righto. May as well use the anchor to get there quickly. It's an option after all, it's an option. Are you Twitika, the person who contacted me? Has May already left Starskiff Haven? The healers had already taken her away. No worries, my schedule shouldn't hold up her treatment. I will visit the Alchemy Commission later. I bought some Gensho snacks on the way here as a small thank you present. Please take them. Thank you so much for all you've done for a complete stranger. So can you tell me what happened here? While enjoying the Gensho snacks, Lu He brought you recount the incident in detail. I see, she doesn't use the Jade Abacus and has no relatives, so I am the right person for you to contact. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known about this. Are we going to say something that's going to result in her being fired? Because the quest is called Fired, so... May doesn't have a family. She's been working as a housekeeper for a long time, and I'm her current employer. May might not be the brightest and may have even been slightly dense in the head. Oh my. She's good at manual labor, but memory is not her forte. She keeps getting the wrong groceries. Why are you bad-mouthing May? I'm not bad-mouthing her. I'm just concerned for her. Sometimes she can't even communicate on a basic level, and I would have to repeat the same sentence a few times before she understood it. Being that the way she is, she won't be able to handle the compensation on her own after getting into an accident like this. I need to settle the compensation for her. If this were left to her alone, it would just fizzle out in the end. Should I anticipate a plot twist right about now? To be honest, I originally wanted to dismiss her today. It had been on my mind for a long time. If it weren't for this accident... You can't kick her when she's down. That's right, this is not the right time to do so. Actually, I wasn't super satisfied when I hired her. I only hired her because her asking price was low, for one. After learning about her experience, I also thought I'd give her a try as an act of charity. Her memory and hearing impairment aside, she's rather simple-minded and has difficulty distinguishing between praises and admonishments. Sometimes I get so upset and scold her, but she always laughs it off. The words just go into one ear and out of the other, and she eventually repeats the same mistakes, which makes me even more upset. Can't stand this vicious cycle anymore. It's not that bad, no need to fire her. I'm only an average citizen who wants better housekeeping service. I just want to get a new housekeeper like everyone else. Someone I can have an easier time communicating with. That's not asking too much, is it? Have you tried different ways of communicating? I've tried so many times over the years to change her out for a different housekeeper, but I just couldn't let go of her affordability, and sometimes I feel it's just too much of a hassle to make the change. But most of the time, I feel someone like May would not be hired anywhere else. If I dismissed her, she would have no one to turn to. She might even struggle just to stay alive. I want to handle May's compensation for her before having a talk with her. Hopefully by that point, I'll still have the same resolve as I do today. Alright, you seem like someone who's knowledgeable about many things. Do you have any good suggestions on how to handle this? I would suggest that you don't fire her. Is that so? I will take that into consideration. I guess I will stay in this dilemma for a while longer. Don't let me take any more of your time. I need to head toward the Alchemy Commission Apothecary. Let's catch up later. Thank you for your effort. Okay, new message from who? Tantan. Tutka, Miss Sikui gave me your contact details. I'm Tantan. I have this to ask. Has the victim already left the scene? The Alchemy Commission took her. Do you have May's contact details? The speeding starskiff is already gone, and I want to ask the victim for details about the starskiff responsible for this. Let me try! Don't get your hopes up. Okay, I already talked with the Skyfaring Commission. Soon there'll be further investigations for any other clues left at the scene. Very well. I better not delay this. I'll send a text to he right now. I want to ask you something. Have you seen May yet? I just arrived and heard some people at the Alchemy Commission say that May left when no one was looking. Oh, this girl's so obstinate and stubborn. I asked around and found out that there are some missing pages from some notes May seems determined to find. You have a few pages with you, right? I picked up the notes. I had taken leave for this, but things on set are pretty busy. I have to go back now. I just can't run around following her everywhere. I already paid for her medical bills, so please tell her to go back to the apothecary as soon as possible. Please. I will see about that. So where is she? Over there. Okay, let's head on over. I still feel like she's going to be fired somehow. You're here. I found some witnesses at the scene, but it seems like the evidence is not complete. Did you manage to contact May? May has returned to the scene. Is she made of iron? She was just in an accident. Anyhow, we should hurry up and ask for clues about the incident, then arrange for someone to send her back to the apothecary. Let's ask May first before we look for other witnesses for their accounts. Right, where are you, May? There you are. It's you. I remember you, young lass. Did you find my notes? I found some of them.
Your wrap, song lotus cake. Guaranteed delicious.
Guaranteed. Thank you. There they are. I can't lose them. Alright, did you happen to see Miss Louis? I made trouble for Miss Luhi again. I saw her. I really don't want to trouble her. You don't know just how busy she is. Sometimes she had to leave for work without having a proper meal. Sorry to interrupt. I am Tantan, speed tester for the Skyfaring Commission. I would like to ask about the incident. Skyfaring Commission? Does this need to involve the Skyfaring Commission? Nothing happened. I feel fine. There's no incident. We should find the perpetrator to compensate you for your injury. I don't want it. There's no need. I'm alright, mighty fine. Madam, I'm seriously trying to ask about the traffic incident. Please, Skyfaring Commission boss, have mercy. I don't want to cause any more trouble for Miss Luhi. Let's pretend this never happened. Madam, please cooperate.
Wrap, song lotus cake. Guaranteed delicious.
It's guaranteed. Please cooperate with the Skyfaring Commission. Young lass. Okay, I will do what you want me to do. I see you have some things to discuss. Please hold that thought. Let's complete the investigation first. Do you remember? Oh no, we'll go with the questions. Did you manage to see the offending star skiff? I blacked out. I didn't see anything when I got thrown outside. Could be a blue star skiff, but it could also be yellow. It was blue. How did the collision happen? I was just boarding a star skiff. I didn't even get to tie my safety belt when I heard a loud bang from behind. Then I flew out. That's all I know. I remember hearing a cracking sound. Is the star skiff damaged? I don't need to pay for that, do I? A cracking sound. Do you remember anything else? I remember a discount at the roasted chicken store today. Miss Luhi had always liked these unhealthy food. It's been a while since she had any, so I wanted to buy some for her. Can't remember anything else. May's testimony. There's nothing we can use from May's statement. Let's go and ask other witnesses. There's nothing? You say there's nothing. So anyone else who's not normally around basically is what we're looking for. Like, really? I was expecting named individuals, but there's no one. We got you, but I don't think you're normally there. Ah. Hello, I'm Tantan Speed Tester for the Skyfaring Commission. I contacted you earlier. I would like to ask you about the traffic incident. I remember you. When I ran after the speeding star skiff, you were behind me. When the incident happened, I immediately sprinted like I'd never before. I just had to race the star skiff that knocked someone down. Honestly, I just like the commotion. Has been since young. Did you win the race? Sorry, I lost. If I had the chance, I'd love to race it again. I remember that it disappeared after I pursued it to a crossroad. Did you happen to see which way it went? Yes, the crossroad. You reminded me. It made a right turn there. I remember that very clearly. The direction of Stargaze Navalia, huh? Thank you for your cooperation. Okay. Hello, I'm Tantan, speed tester for the Skyfaring Commission. I contacted you earlier. I would like to ask you about the traffic incident. Well, I heard a thud and ran outside. Seeing that person on the ground, I looked over toward the Starskiff lane, but I didn't see anything. The Starskiff had already escaped. Please try your best to recall what happened. I was quite a distant way at the time. I only heard the noises like thud, crash, whoosh, and a clang. Very descriptive sound effects, sir. So what happened? Let me think. First, I heard some weird engine noises, and then the collision. I ran outside, but it has already disappeared. The most important part is still the engine. I heard the engine sound of the offending Starskiff. It was loud and different from ordinary Starskiffs. Thank you for your cooperation. There we go, so we got 2 reports now. So we'll say goodbye to May and get her wounds treated on time.
Tusk Pure Wrap, Song Lotus Cake. Guaranteed delicious.
It's guaranteed, just so you know. Sorry, I couldn't help much. Once I get the notes, I need to head back and continue work. Thank you, young lass. Don't rush back into work. Get some rest first. Oh, that won't do. If I don't take care of Miss Luhi, no one could. She may be gentle and so soft-spoken, but she can command a film set with hundreds of people working. She's so capable. I should stop chattering about and go to the apothecary so other people won't worry about me. Young lass, go ahead and get busy. Goodbye, May. Goodbye, young lass. I won't tell her. I won't tell her. I won't. Just no. Right, so, Palace of Astrum. Let's get up there via the anchor. Good day, lads. How you doing? How you doing? Look, a new request report. It's a program about traffic regulations by the Skyfaring Commission speed testers. Interesting. What is it, young lady? What can I do for you today? Well, about that. Is this where we can check on the accident footage? I've heard all about it from Tantan. I didn't expect you to have a traffic accident after only half a day as a speed tester. Isn't it a talent of some kind to be able to show up every time an accident happens? Wouldn't you say so? I like your sense of humour. Well, if it's a talent, it must be put to good use. This pilot dares to speed at a place just outside the Palace of Astrum. They have no respect for the Skyfaring Commission. You and Tantan have done an investigation on the field. If we match the cyclone footage, we should be able to find the star skiff that caused the accident soon. Which cyclone footage do you want to see first? Southwest. Oh, look there, yeah. From this angle, it seems there is some problem with the star skiff's engine. Really? Doesn't look like the original engine. Looks like it's been illegally modified. Oh, southeast. How does it look different? I mean, the circle in the middle, I suppose. From this angle, the colours of the different star skiff are obvious. But I'm just thinking the one on the right, the orange one, seems broken, if anything, because the orange circle in the middle seems out of place. Maybe? I don't know how much eyewitness testimony you got. Northeast entrance. Okay. This photo is more useful. You can see different star skiffs going in different directions. Have you found out where the offending star skiff went? Leave the photo to me and Tantan. I'll leave this to you and Tantan. Okay, check with Tantan and try to deduce the whereabouts of the offending star skiff. Tantan! It's time to find the offending star skiff. Through your inquiry and my investigation, we got some testimonies. With these testimonies and the cyclone footage, we should be able to find the star skiff we're looking for. I want to see the photos again. Cyclone footage definitely provides a lot of useful information. Which one would you like to see? The north entrance. Yeah, it's definitely going to the right, isn't it? Like looking where the engine is and stuff. So, I already know what happened. Which is the offending star skiff in this picture? The one so the first one on the left, second one from the left, third one from the left. Alright, let me check the star skiff's record. After investigation and comparison, Tantan manages to find data on the offending star skiff. The suspect has a criminal record of modifying star skiffs. Well, that matches. The suspect departed from Stargazer Navalia before the accident occurred, then returned to Stargazer Navalia after this accident. Looks like the suspect was testing their star skiff engine on a public lane. After the accident, they ran away. They should be in Stargazer Navalia by now. Your inference seems right. Let's go to Stargazer Navalia to catch the suspect. Let's! There, apparently. What's the quickest way of getting there? Probably from that direction. That's assuming I've got the boxes out the way. I do! As if the boxes were in the way, it would take a bit longer. Just a tiny bit longer, just a tiny bit. But still. Ah, there it is, the offending star skiff. This is the illegally modified star skiff. From its appearance, it's no different from an ordinary star skiff. The keel near the bow was broken, which seems to explain the crack sound. Without a doubt, this is the prime suspect of the star skiff accident. Hey, what are you looking at? Never seen a competition level race star skiff before, have you? It truly is a masterpiece. You do have some taste. If you want to take a photo with my starskiff, that's fine. Hello, I'm 1010, a law enforcement officer of the Skyfaring Commission who manages lane safety. Here's my ID. You are suspected of being involved in a traffic violation and illegal starskiff modifications. By law, we will confiscate the starskiff and return it after the investigation ends. I'll believe you when I see the evidence. Where is the rule of law? Do you have any evidence to prove that? Yes. I have. What is this? I want to see what it is before I say it. Tasty Field Nutrient Bar. Come on, can you take this seriously? Show him the actual evidence. But I was taking it seriously. So. May's testimony will probably not be helpful, so we'll go with the photo. This is my starskip. I was just bluffing. Didn't think you'd have this hard evidence. Skyfaring Commission, I only sent you to catch me, right? I don't think you will succeed in your mission. Stop them. Bucket of bolts. Bucket of bolts.
What a head. Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible.
Who will it be?
Get those
Disappear
fishies.
among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Boom. 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 I am placing you in criminal detention for assaulting law enforcement officers of the Skyfaring Commission. There is no way you can escape from this. As for the victim, we don't have May's contact information, right? Please get in touch with her employer. Skyfaring Commission will contact her. Skyfaring Commission will contact May later. For now, you can just tell them that we have arrested the suspect. The matter of compensation must be taken care by the victim herself. You and her employer cannot represent her. Leave this matter to me. Okay, where are we? The Skyfaring Commission has already apprehended the culprit. No need to worry about the subsequent penalties and compensation. Sorry for troubling you with all this. I'll help May with the subsequent penalties, but I'm a little confused. Do I need to continue talking with May about her dismissal? In employment, is the exchange of services for payment the most important thing? Or is it the interpersonal relationship it created? Interpersonal ties are more important. Trying to keep her job. I do believe that money is perhaps the most reliable value indicator in all employment, but in the end, we have to wait. In the end, all the money in the world is only material possession. You'll miss out on a lot of things that you can't put a price tag on, like the emotional bond between you two. In that case, both May and I are very grateful for you. Let's meet in Starskiff Haven. I still have something for you to show my appreciation. I don't know why, but with you, I'm able to say things I could never say before. Oh. Interesting. Let's go have a word with you then.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
It always seems to be your turn, though. I've contacted a lawyer I know to help May with the compensation matter. It's all thanks to your help, Whittaker. Please accept this little token of my gratitude. Thank you, young lady. Actually, I don't need compensation. I'm grateful as long as I can still work. Triple dot. Take every bit of compensation you deserve. If you don't accept the compensation from him, you're breaking the law. Alright, I'll listen to you. If you say I have to take it, I will take it. If you say I can't, then I won't. You still don't get it. Mate, I've been thinking about this for a long time. After your current employment contract expires, I'm afraid I won't extend it. I hope you can understand. Huh? What are you going to do then? Are you going to recruit someone else? About that. Relax, I won't recruit anyone else. Relax? How can I relax? How are you going to do all the chores by yourself? Are you worried that Luhui is going to hire someone else? No. She can finish them alone, right? Yeah, that's right, I'll be fine. Then let me tell you how to do all the housework. That way I can put my mind at ease. May takes out a note and a vegetable shopping list and asks Luhui to take a closer look at them. From here to here It's about the ordering of cleaning the rooms. Oh, another thing. You always leave trash in the kitchen and forget to take them out. Now that I'm gone, you need to remember not to let the trash pile up for more than one night. Okay, what are these squares over here? The dishcloth is placed in this cabinet. As for the cloth for wiping the table, I put it on the second cabinet door in the kitchen, and the kitchen clothes are placed separately. Look at this page. It has all the names of the foodstuffs that the baby hates to eat written on it. He won't eat these, even if you cut them into pieces. These are the meals I planned that will guarantee a superb supply of nutrition. You love spicy food, but don't eat too much, or you will get a heartburn. This is really detailed. I know my mind isn't that sharp, so I jotted down everything. Even if I'm gone later, these notes will still be useful to Miss Lu Hui. In the water and flowers section, you drew a glass that is 1/3 full of water. What does this mean? Is this the amount of water you use to water the flowers each time? No, it is the amount of nutrition solution that must be used when watering flowers. Miss Lu Hui said that every time the amount must be just right. It can't be too much or too little. I like May's approach to this. This is why I said, try a different way of communicating. I forgot about this myself. What is this page about? Kind young lady helped me find the notebook. Must thank her. That's me! Ah, Miss Lu Hui. I want to keep this page to myself. I also have to thank her. May explains the details of the houseboat to Lu Hui, and you notice that Lu Hui has tears in her eyes. Just realizing her mistake now, May hands the notebook to Lu Hui and leaves the room to pick up Lu Hui's child. Yeah. So about that... Sorry, I got lost in thought. It's still not too late to chase her back. I don't know. I do. Twitka, I just realized that May is not worried about losing her job. She's worried that no one can take care of you after she is gone. Yeah, she was worried about me. I always thought of May as an incompetent worker, but in May's heart, I'm a family member she has to take care of. You've heard me complain about May many times. I didn't know that I was not a good employer until I saw her notebook. She has written down so many things that I said. Considering May's slowness, I have no qualms about paying her well below the market average. When I'm in a bad mood, I always get mad at her and set a lot of rules for her, and she wrote them all down without complaint. After looking at the notes, I realized that she has taken care of me for 200 years. 200 years must be a long time for Outworlders, and also quite a long time for me. Why did I take everything for granted? Because May is just like family to you. You're right. She's like family. That's why I took her for granted. By the way, I asked you twice before and was hoping for your advice. In an employer-employee relationship, should I think of May as an hourly paid housemaid, or as a family member who has been there with me for a long time? But this time I don't need to ask anymore. I already have the answer myself. I'll stay here for a while. I should stop bothering you now. Have a nice day. That was it? I want to know if you... did you hire her back? I'm just a bit confused. Even though you are a complete stranger to me, I can already feel how kind you are. And I really want to do my best to return the favor. As for May, I took her for granted and failed to notice all she has done for me. Forgive me if I'm being nosy, but whenever you feel that being taken care of by a dear family member is a given, please don't take it for granted like I did. Oh, indeed. I'll stay here for a while. I should stop bothering you now. Have a nice day. I hope she just rehired her back, being like, I'm sorry, that was my mistake. Please stay. And again, for me, it was just a matter of communication there. She clearly would work better with notes. Write down what you need in notes and she can follow instructions. Clearly, she's capable of that. Clearly, that's how she communicates. If she's writing down the notes to remember and get things right, make it easier for her. It's that simple. It's that simple. But anyway, that's what's going to be done with this part. In the next part, let's see about a teacher and a friend. Ta-da for now.